If your shopping trolley is filled with the wrong things, your OMAD results are going to fail before you even start. Most people think eating once a day is a free pass to eat whatever they want as long as they stay under a certain calorie count. But that is a massive mistake that will leave you tired, hungry, and losing muscle instead of burning fat.
You are spending 23 hours a day resisting temptation and pushing your body to its absolute limits.
If that one single meal is not perfect, you are just spinning your wheels and wasting your precious time. I want to show you exactly how to navigate the grocery store to turn your body into a fat-burning machine. We are going to build a shopping list that protects your muscles and keeps your hormones happy.
By the end of this video, you will know the 10 essential foods that make or break a one-meal-a-day lifestyle.
Let's start with the most important part of your plate, which is the protein anchor. When you only eat once, your body has a very short window to get the building blocks it needs to survive. If you skip out on high-quality protein, your body will actually start eating its own muscle tissue for fuel. This is why so many people look skinny fat after a few months of fasting.
They lost weight on the scale, but they lost the wrong kind of weight.
Protein is also your best friend for staying full because it triggers hormones like GLP-1 and PYY in your gut. These are the natural signals that tell your brain you are full and do not need to eat for another day. The first thing you need to put in your cart is lean beef or bison. Red meat gets a bad reputation, but for an OMAD dieter, it is a nutritional powerhouse. It is packed with creatine, which gives your muscles energy, and it has high amounts of B vitamins for your brain. Beef has a very high bioavailability, which just means your body can actually use almost all of the protein it contains.
Try to find grass-fed options if your budget allows for it because the nutrient profile is much better.
Next, you need to grab some wild-caught salmon. This is not just about protein, it is about those incredible omega-3 fatty acids. Fasting can sometimes cause a little bit of stress on the body, and omega-3s help bring down inflammation. Salmon is also great because it is light on the stomach, which helps when you have to eat a large volume of food. If you are not a fan of fish, you can look into high-quality fish oil supplements later. Now, let's talk about the cheapest and most perfect food on the planet: pasture-raised eggs. Eggs contain every single nutrient needed to create life, so they are incredibly dense with vitamins. The yolks are full of choline, which is essential for your liver to process fat properly.
I always suggest buying the best eggs you can find, even if they cost a few dollars more.
Look for the ones that say pasture-raised, because the hens actually got to walk around in the sun. The last protein staple you need is plain Greek yogurt.
This is a secret weapon for OMAD, because it contains casein protein. Casein digests very slowly, which means it keeps feeding your muscles long after you have finished your meal.
Just make sure you buy the plain version and not the ones filled with sugary fruit syrups. You can add your own berries later if you want some sweetness without the insulin spike. The general rule for your protein is to aim for about 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of your body weight. If you weigh 80 kilograms, you should be trying to get at least 130 grams of protein in that one meal. That sounds like a lot, but it is the only way to make sure your metabolism stays fast and healthy. Once you have your protein, we have to talk about the fuel source: healthy fats. There is a huge myth that eating fat makes you fat, but that is simply not true when you are fasting. Your body needs healthy fats to produce testosterone and keep your thyroid running at full speed. If you cut out fat entirely, you will feel cold, grumpy, and your hair might even start thinning. The king of healthy fats is extra virgin olive oil. It is basically liquid gold for your heart and helps your body absorb vitamins from your vegetables.
You should be drizzling this over almost everything you eat during your 1 hour window.
Just make sure it comes in a dark glass bottle so the light doesn't make the oil go rancid.
Next on the list is the avocado.
Avocados are a miracle food for people who fast because they are loaded with potassium. When you fast for 23 hours, your body flushes out a lot of water and electrolytes. This is why people get muscle cramps or headaches during the day. One avocado has more potassium than a banana and zero of the sugar that would break your fast.
But I have to give you a very serious warning about the nut trap.
Walnuts, almonds, and macadamias are healthy, but they are also incredibly easy to overeat. A small handful can have 300 calories, and it is very easy to eat 4 handfuls without thinking.
If you are going to buy nuts, you must pre-portion them into small bags. If you sit down with the whole bag during your meal, you might accidentally eat 1,000 calories of nuts alone.
This is the fastest way to stall your weight loss progress, even if you're only eating once a day. Now we need to fill up the rest of your plate with volume and fiber. Weight loss is great, but it does not always mean you are healthy if you aren't eating plants. Fiber is what keeps your gut bacteria happy, and a healthy gut means a faster metabolism. Fiber also slows down how fast food leaves your stomach. This is a physical trick to keep you feeling full for the entire 23-hour fasting period. You should follow the 50% rule. Half of your plate should be covered in green vegetables. Start with leafy greens like spinach and kale. These are loaded with magnesium, which helps you sleep better and keeps your heart beating regularly. Fasting increases your body's demand for magnesium, so you cannot skip these.
Then, go for the cruciferous powerhouses like broccoli and cauliflower.
These contains a compound called sulforaphane, which helps your liver detoxify. If you find them boring, try roasting them with some of that olive oil and sea salt. Asparagus is another great choice because it acts as a prebiotic.
This basically means it provides the food for the good bacteria living in your stomach.
When your gut is healthy, you don't get the bloating and gas that sometimes happens with big meals. While you're walking through the store, you also need to think about what you drink. Hydration is the biggest secret to making OMAD feel easy instead of like a torture session. When you are in a fasted state, your kidneys get rid of sodium very quickly. This is why you might feel dizzy or tired around the 20-hour mark.
Pick up some high-quality Himalayan pink salt or sea salt.
Putting a tiny pinch of this in your water during the day can stop a headache in minutes. It provides the trace minerals that plain tap water is usually missing. You can also grab some black coffee and green tea.
These are great metabolic boosters that help you burn a few extra calories while you work. Just be careful not to drink too much coffee late in the day, or you will ruin your sleep.
Sleep is when your body actually burns the most fat and repairs your muscles. Now we have to talk about the things that will absolutely ruin your progress.
I call these the silent kickers because they sneak into your diet and stop fat loss in its tracks.
The biggest offenders are inflammatory seed oils like canola, soybean, and sunflower oil.
These are usually found in salad dressings, fried foods, and processed snacks.
They cause inflammation in your cells and can stay in your body for months. Check the labels on everything you buy and try to stick to olive oil, coconut oil, or butter. You also need to stay away from refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and sugary cereals.
These cause a massive spike in insulin, which is the fat storage hormone.
The whole point of OMAD is to keep insulin low for as long as possible. If you eat a giant bowl of pasta for your one meal, you are undoing a lot of the hormonal work you did all day. If you need carbs, stick to whole sources like sweet potatoes or berries. Also, be very careful with diet sodas and artificial sweeteners.
Even though they have 0 calories, they can still trigger an insulin response in some people.
They also keep your brain addicted to the taste of sweetness, making cravings much harder to fight.
Finally, watch out for the low-fat scam. Usually, when a company takes the fat out of a product, they replace it with sugar and chemicals to make it taste good. Always go for the full-fat, natural versions of foods like yogurt or cheese. The real challenge with OMAD isn't just knowing what to eat, it is having it ready. When that 1-hour window opens, your hunger is going to be very high. If you don't have a plan, you will grab the easiest, fastest junk food you can find. That is why you should always shop the perimeter of the grocery store. The fresh meat, produce, and dairy are usually on the outside edges of the building. The middle aisles are where all the processed, boxed, and chemical-filled foods live. Spend 90% of your time on the outside of the store, and your body will thank you. Try to meal prep your protein ahead of time so it is ready the moment your fast ends. If you have to cook a complex meal while you are starving, you are much more likely to snack on junk while you wait. Keep it simple: a big piece of meat, a huge pile of greens, an avocado, and some olive oil. This is the ultimate blueprint for a body that looks good and feels even better. Fasting is a tool, but the food you choose is the material you are using to build your future self.
Make sure you are using the highest quality materials possible.